Hey, welcome back to another episode of Blading on the Brain. So glad that you are with me. Strap yourselves in tight. This one's going to be a deep dive into what it's been like to have a TBI and deal with all the stress from the OUSD strike. As always, I'm happy to have you here as part of my journey. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Let's get ready to roll, Blading on the Brain.
All right, so I just left the building. Typical fashion, I'm gonna walk out the side door and there's nobody there right now. You see, they usually park it right there, but ain't nobody there right now, so maybe I'll be able to sneak out heckle free. Probably not. It hasn't been that way yet. Let's see.
Hey, good morning, Blading on the Brain. It is Friday, I think March 1st. And there goes Black History Month in education. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to do this. I don't do this very often. This is kind of like an impromptu journal of sorts. We are now a week from last episode where I sought relief through blading, and the strike still continues. And while blading provided me momentary relief, and that was great, thank you to the homies from JSF, it's been another week of real hard choices. And on Friday, it got really personal and it got really hard. And so I promised myself with this piece I wouldn't talk politics, because honestly, the politics of education right now are frustrating and getting in the way of me making real change in the lives of Black and brown youth. I can't put it any other way, so I'm not gonna talk about it because it's really not relevant to what I'm talking about today. Today, I want to talk about the effects of this strike on me and really what it has done in my recovery, like what it has done to me in recovery. And so Friday night, I came back from blading. I've been overly focused on social media and news and everything that has to do with this Oakland strike. Part of TBI is that I get laser pointed in terms of my focus on some things and I can't disassociate. And so I've been nonstop, and Friday it hit a crescendo where, like I said, it became personal. I saw pictures of my friends up on signs being displayed by people I admire. People I saw as mentors are now having pictures of my friends up as the enemy. I learned of a friend's house being overrun by people at 6 a.m. talking about he's a villain when all he wants to do is provide better education for students in Oakland. And I couldn't sleep. I couldn't even begin to fall asleep knowing that at any time someone can end up at my house. I mean, there ain't no sleep for that. And I woke up Saturday and I had one of what is now a week of emotional breakdowns. Yeah. It's just too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much on my brain. It's too much of my everyday. It's taken up by the strike. I go through fits of emotions that are sporadic and quick and intense, like what's happening right now. Saturday morning, I woke up and I just had an emotional breakdown, and thank God my wife was there because I was so mad, so angry at just like the hypocrites out there talking about they're doing this for one reason, but they're not. I'm so mad at the politics that people are using to make this a simple issue when it's not. It's not simple. Education in America is not an easy fix, people. It can't just be one thing. So I get so mad. And then I'm like, I'm fearful. These are my colleagues. These are people I gotta now, when this strike is over, I gotta go back to work with a happy face. Like, saw you out there, it don't matter. Glad you did what you did. How am I supposed to do that? I don't know how to switch up my emotions like that. And then These are the people that's going to teach the seeds, man. They're going to teach the youth about critical thinking. And can they do that? And have they even done that yet? When 1 in 10 African-American males graduate from high school here in Oakland, ready for college. Have you actually done that? And how are you going to do that now? And what you going to do with the rest of the year now that you wasted a week, 2 weeks maybe? Who knows when this thing ends? And so, Saturday was tough. And now think about repeating that every day while people do this to you. When you show up to work. For kids.
Not divided. Ooh. Ooh. Not a single student in the school. Not one today. 0. I hope you're getting it all. That's too bad. We got you on camera. Making money from the students of Oakland.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you this morning? Oh, look at you.
Having fun with it today. Might as well have fun with it.
You're taking pictures?
I'm taking some good video because I don't think people understand what we're dealing with every day. So I brought y'all something nice. If you wouldn't mind just giving me some space. Thank you.
Well, I'm just asking because
That's how they treat you. So, for 5 days, put it on repeat. Politics, social media overload, continuing decline of educational standards here and achievement in Oakland for minority children. And at the same time, teachers are dancing in the street. It's all real confusing. And every day, I'm trying to go through the back door of my son's school and they're moving closer to me and they're bothering me and they're booing me and harassing me every day. Do you know the mental toll this is taking? Do you know the trauma? Think about the kids first, students first. What about their trauma? They don't get to go to the school that they love, where they learn, be with the teachers that they love, and now they're confused as to why. Why won't teachers get paid? Why won't education serve kids? Why do I gotta stay home? And then they're gonna come back to school. And you wanna expect them to just jump back in? If my trauma is this hard, imagine theirs. And the whole time, it's affecting my kids, it's affecting my family. My sons are waking up later and later every day. They're absorbing my trauma, my anger, my mood shifts. At the same time, students are suffering. And now, how are they gonna get to the promised land? We got kids that have been doing everything they can in their power to push through the system to take AP classes. And now the fact that they don't got time to actually pass the test, these kids have fought their way out of the system. And now they shut down. So every day, this is how I wake up. It's hard blading on the brain. It's real hard. In TBI recovery, you may look normal, but what's happening on the inside, it ain't normal, y'all. So I'm about to go about my daily business. Feed the dog, wake the kids up, go get booed by my neighbors. I don't know how long it can take.
Yo, good morning, Blading on the Brain. Just finished editing the episode you just watched, and I realized it needed an update given what's been going on. And so, quick update real fast because I don't want this to be too long. And once again, this is about how the strike has affected me mentally, how my TBI and the symptoms from my TBI have just played a role in how I feel right now and how I view a lot of what's going on here in Oakland. So Mania has many faces, and I think you see it in the beginning where I seem really like chin held high, like, you know, like I know what I'm doing, like I'm real proud of what I'm doing, and that's one form of mania. And then the other is when you're verbally kind of aggressive towards people, maybe, because that's how it manifests in me. And Friday I went back to the school and I didn't think I could, and I knew, but I had to, because I'm in support of that principal, her administration, right? Any kid that shows up, I gotta be there for them. So I went back because I was true to my values, true to who I am and what I stand for. So I went back and I had I had Kendrick playing in the headphones, and I laugh now because I'm sad about it, to be honest. And I went back at the people. They started using my name. They started calling me my name, and I clapped back. You know, I'm not proud of it, but it's where it's where I ended up. It's what happens when you push people who are out here and like you think everything looks good, but they struggling inside. We push them to the limit, just like our students. When you push somebody who's experienced trauma to the limits, you gotta be ready for any reaction. And yeah, they had a tentative agreement with the OEA, OUSD, OEA, tentative agreement. They vote today. Hopefully it means teachers come back Monday, as if it never happens. But it is waiting on the brain. We'll see what happens, but it has taken its toll. And the idea that I'm gonna need to heal from this is real, and it's March. And so it's TBI Awareness Month, and so let the healing begin. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. As always, thank you to Uranus and Chris Bjerre. Peace.